O.J. Simpson has died at the age of 76. Sounds like it was prostate cancer. I feel like this guy is the biggest villain in sports history. And I say that because even when the news broke yesterday, we had people coming in here, you know, just saying like, hey, did you hear about the O.J. Simpson news? Who wouldn't have even known about him had it just been for the illustrious football career. And man, did he have a good one. Yeah. But so did Jim Brown. So did a lot of guys from that era who were really great running backs who just wouldn't have captivated the nation's attention. So I think that he really has become the greatest villain in sports. I wanted to see what you guys thought.
Yeah, it's him or Aaron Hernandez, right? Those two. I mean, because again, we have to be able to separate the player from the person, you know, and this is in the way that I think about it. I was very disappointed to see the Heisman yesterday on social media put out this, you know, glowing review of O.J. Simpson, yet they won't give Reggie Bush his Heisman back. Like, and I get it. O.J. Simpson was acquitted, okay? But let's be honest, I think he did it. I'll tell you right now.
He did other stuff after that, too.
He did other stuff after that, too.
For robbery.
Like, I think he did it. I mean, he wrote a book called If I Did It, you know, and then said exactly how he'd do it. I think O.J. Simpson, to me, I don't like to talk bad about the dead. I really don't. But that doesn't mean that I can't sit here and opine on what I think you did and how you lived your life. I think you were a double murderer, dog. That's what I think. I've got no sympathy. I hate it for the family. I grieve for them. They've done nothing wrong. I don't hold them in the same aura that I hold O.J. Simpson in. But I think the world's a better place. O.J. Simpson's out of it, to be honest with you. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's not like the murder trials were a one-off situation.
No.
I mean, he went from the golden boy of not only the NFL, but Hollywood, really. I mean, he was just like beloved in all of California and Los Angeles, high society. And then after the murder trials of 94, 95, he was in trouble all the time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this. I'll talk about the dead. If there's a football team down south, the devil in them just got a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better, and they're probably pretty stoked about it. But look, you know, it kind of goes back to, and we talk about it all the time, some guys, and, you know, he got to live it out and play his football career, but some guys, the best football players, we'll never see. We'll never see step on really on a football field because of the mistakes they have made, and O.J. did it after he, you know, got everything done, and look, his juice isn't loose anymore. All right, they caught him, so I think he's a scumbag. You know, I'm not going to sit here and just say you hate to see somebody go, but you know, I think the world's a better place all for it.
Were you old enough to remember the Bronco chase at all? Okay, so I was just barely old enough. So I would have been 6 years old at that time. I didn't understand the gravity of the situation other than, oh, hey, he used to be a really good football player, and now there's, you know, he could possibly be arrested for murder. I remember the Bronco chase thing we were watching on the news. They cut away from the NBA Finals for that.
Yeah.
Like 95 million people watched that or something.
That's insane.
So I was just old enough for that to be like seared in my brain. I didn't really understand the race part of it at that time. I mean, when that trial got over, people were deciding whether they wanted this guy to go to jail or not just based off his race, not whether or not he did it. I mean, like, I remember the news station showing like a group of white people and a group of black people just either being depressed or celebrating the verdict of that. Family Guy, South Park, all of them have done spoofs.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's been hilarious when they've done it. But yeah, again, hell of a player, terrible person.
I will say one thing about his playing career. He was the first player to rush for over 2,000 yards, okay, and he did that when it was a 14-game season. So his 143 rush yards per game in the 1973 season when he won MVP was the best ever in a single season. The next closest is Jim Brown, a full 10 yards per game behind him.
Oh, I mean, he was, to be honest with you blew it, man.
Who's the top 3 villain in sports?
O.J. Aaron Hernandez.
At least there was closure there. At least he was, like, punished. Right,
that's true. That's true.
OJ, it's like there was no.
He wasn't basically a serial killer.
Yeah.
I mean, who would be 3? Who would be 3?
Because you can't just take like villains inside the ring or inside on the field or something. And
no, it has to be something.
No. And I don't think
Floyd Mayweather Jr.
is Pete Rose a villain?
Yeah, that's another example. Like those are great sports,
but see, like
villains,
I think
not on this level.
Yeah, no, like it's hard. Even Barry Bonds and steroids, I don't think is
Michael Vick
close to murder
with the dog.
Michael Vick,
that's a good one.
That's a good one. I mean, y'all are electrocuting dogs, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He would be in the running. We did like a bracket last year.
Yeah, I think we did a villain.
That's right. I was thinking about that.
Who all was on that thing?
Yeah.
Who would be your top 3 villains in sports? In the comments. In the chat, let us know. Remember, if you donate it, we'll get read if it's on topic. All right, let's get to it. We got some of these OJ memes real quick.
Some memes for us?
Oh, OJ memes, come on.
All right, so we got SpongeBob right here. It says, OJ getting to hell and trying to find the man that took his wife's life. It's him staring at a wanted poster, and it's him.
Oh, no.
That's a pretty good. These were all over the internet.
What did Norm Macdonald said on the SNL back in the days? Like, O.J. Simpson said that he would take a bullet for Nicole Brown Simpson. What bad luck that the only person who would die for you
was the one who killed you.
Yeah,
that's true. This one, it's got the white Bronco, that chase you were talking about, but it's got like wings, like it's ascending, but it looks like it's descending, like coming down. That was a pretty good one. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is from the Babylon Bee, our friends over there. It says, police slowly escort white hearse containing O.J. Simpson. It's just basically the Bronco, like photoshopped with a hearse on the back of it. That's, they don't miss. Seth and them don't miss over there at the Babylon Bee. All right, next one. Okay, this is the one I put in there. 2 people who no longer exist.
Is that Bruce Jenner?
Yes, the one on the left is a picture of Bruce Jenner as Bruce Jenner, and then the one on the right is O.J. Simpson. I thought that was
perfect.
That one's pretty good.
I thought that was pretty good. All right, do we have one more, or is that it? All right, here we go. Last one. This is Babylon Bee again. O.J. Simpson excited for God to tell him who the real killer was. All right, there's a couple more.
It's like
that's
this one. I can't see who this is from, but it said O.J. Simpson allowed to remain living after coffin doesn't fit.
a rare win from the Onion. There.
A rare dub from the Onion. Oh my goodness. All right, here's the last one from Poe's Law, Esquire, Poe's lawyer. Khloe Kardashian is the only woman to ever lose 3 fathers.
No.
y'all.
Wow,
that's tough.
That one was deep. That's a good find. That was a good find. That's
great.
Well done, but woo.
Hard to laugh at some of them.
It is. But then it's kind of not.
That one was very clever.
It's kind of not at some of them. What's up, YouTube? Hey, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We really, really appreciate it. And make sure you're keeping up for all the content that we drop.